What if I told you someone has probably manipulated your thoughts today and you didn't even notice it? Dark psychology isn't always obvious. It doesn't wear a villain's face. Sometimes it hides behind a smile, a compliment, or even silence. And once you see these tricks, you can never unsee them. Dark psychology is the art of using human emotions, weaknesses, and mental patterns to influence people for selfish gain. It shows up in relationships, friendships, workplaces, social media, even in everyday conversations. Most people think manipulation is rare. The truth is, many of these tactics are used every single day, and often by ordinary people. In this video, we're going to uncover some of the most common dark psychology tricks people use every day. Some are subtle, some are disturbing, and some may force you to rethink your past interactions. By the end, you'll know how to recognize them and protect yourself before it's too late. The first trick is called gaslighting. Imagine telling someone that they hurt you, and instead of taking responsibility, they say, "That never happened," or "You're too sensitive," or "You always imagine things." At first, it sounds like a disagreement, but over time, something dangerous happens. You begin doubting your own memory, your own feelings, even your own sanity. Gaslighting is powerful because it attacks the foundation of your confidence, your trust in yourself. And once that trust is broken, the manipulator gains control. The second trick is love bombing. It often begins like a dream. Someone gives you endless attention, praise, affection, gifts, and promises. They make you feel special, chosen, understood. But here's the hidden danger. It's not always love. Sometimes it's a setup. Love bombing creates emotional dependency. The manipulator gives you intense affection so quickly that when they pull away later, you feel desperate to get that version of them back. It's not connection, it's conditioning. The third trick is guilt tripping. This one is everywhere. A person doesn't ask directly for what they want. Instead, they make you feel bad until you give in. They might say, "Wow, I guess I just do everything alone." Or, "If you really cared, you would do this for me." Notice what's happening here. They're not communicating honestly, they're using your empathy as a weapon against you. And because kind people hate disappointing others, guilt tripping works far more often than it should. The fourth trick is the silent treatment. At first, silence may seem harmless. But when someone intentionally ignores you to punish you, control you, or force you to chase them, that silence becomes psychological warfare. The silent treatment creates anxiety. You start asking yourself, "What did I do wrong?" You replay every conversation. You overthink every detail. And in that emotional confusion, the manipulator gains power without saying a single word. The fifth trick is mirroring. This one is subtle and scary. A manipulator studies you closely, your interests, your values, your dreams, your fears. Then they reflect those things back to you. Suddenly, it feels like you've met your perfect match, someone who gets you completely. But sometimes, that connection is manufactured. They mirror you to build trust fast, because people naturally like those who seem similar to them. And once trust is established, influence becomes much easier. The sixth trick is playing the victim. Manipulators are often skilled at flipping the story. Even when they cause harm, they position themselves as the one who's suffering. If confronted, they may say, "After everything I've been through, how could you say that to me?" Or, "You're attacking me." This tactic shifts attention away from their behavior and puts you on the defensive. Suddenly, you're comforting the person who hurt you. And that's what makes it so effective. It turns accountability into sympathy. The seventh trick is fear-based control. This happens when someone uses threats, spoken or unspoken, to keep you obedient. It may not always be dramatic. Sometimes it's as simple as, "If you leave, you'll regret it." Or, "Nobody else will ever care about you like I do." Fear shuts down logic. It traps people in toxic situations because the unknown feels more dangerous than the pain they already know. And when fear takes control, freedom starts to disappear. The eighth trick is information harvesting. Manipulators often get people to reveal personal details too quickly. They seem warm, curious, and trustworthy. You open up. You share your insecurities, your secrets, your weak points. But later, those same details may be used against you, in arguments, in guilt trips, or in emotional blackmail. That's why not every deep conversation is genuine. Sometimes it's data collection.